Hi, hello, welcome. My name is Valorie Lewis. This is a Tarot Unicorns and Coffee event. We come together every Monday morning for Magical Monday manifestations. And the purpose of this is a group card read. Hi, hello. It's a group card read. A group card read means what I do is I pick up on the energy of the group. So I will be reading off of your collective energies, and that does not know space, time, or dimension. So even if you're watching this on YouTube, understand that Spirit is guiding you to this video for a reason. So with that being said, what did I already say? Oh, a group read. So we go to tarot cards first, and then we move on to oracle cards. It is a full and complete read with tarot and oracle cards. And of course, I am a psychic, a channeler, psychic medium. Any other messages that Spirit deems are right and true and in our highest and best interest are welcome to come in. And I just try to weave those messages that I get in with the reading and with the meaning of the cards. I promise you, wherever you are on your journey, on your path, on your day, something in today's messages will resonate with you. It's not my promise, it's Spirit's promise. So I'm just a deliverer of that promise. So I invite you to take just a couple of minutes here at the top. Take some deep breaths. Get yourself present and accounted for, all of your energies here and with you. And gently set your intentions for what you would like to receive, whether that's a question, whether that's guidance, clarity, whatever it is you would like to receive. Gently set your intentions for that. You're asking, so to speak. And then set your intentions to allow and receive whatever messages are in your highest and best good. Just allow yourself to be open, receiving, understanding. Allow clarity to be part of today's messages. And then we're going to completely shut off the asking, and we're going to move completely into the receiving mode. You cannot ask the question and receive the answer from the same vibration. So let's move ourselves into the receiving mode. And we'll get ready for this beautiful reading today. Let me just center myself and tap in. All right. The deck I am reading from today, we start with tarot cards, and we move into oracle cards. I feel like I have forgotten to say something. I don't know what I forgot to say, though. Maybe I need to finish my coffee. The deck that we're going from today is an interesting deck. So I have not read for this deck publicly, I don't think. I did in person over the weekend, which is why I have the deck here on the ready. But I don't read, I'll just tell you what the deck is, and then I'll tell you why I haven't read from it yet. Here's the deck. It's the Friends deck. Friends Tarot. Yes, Friends as in Friends, the movie, the show. And it has no guidebook, first of all, which is fine. I watched the whole season for, yes, beginning to end. Did I watch the last season? I may have missed the last season, but I've watched the whole season. I follow them. I love, love, love Friends. And as I went through this deck, there are a lot of scenes that I don't remember. I'm like, what was that scene? And so I don't read with it because there's no guidebook. And some of the scenes I don't remember. I know what the cards mean, but I don't know how it relates to the events in the movie or in the series. So I haven't read from it a lot. But this morning, as I was asking Spirit, what deck should I read from? And then I put on some inspirational music. I needed to, my energy. I needed to get my energy back up into the stratosphere. And I said, Alexa, oh, I better not say it out loud. I said, Alexa, I don't want her to hear me. I said, Alexa, play some inspirational music for me. And the first song that came on was the theme song to a sitcom. Now, I misunderstood. It wasn't the sitcom I thought, but I was like, oh my God, that's the Friends sitcom theme music. And then I thought, well, I better read from that deck today. So that's why we're here reading from this deck today. Thank you for going with me on that journey of the long story. So we've got the Friends deck. Cards are coming out fast and easily, so I do like that. And y'all get to help me out in today's reading. So if I pull up a card and give the meaning and I don't understand what the scene is, and y'all remember the scene from Friends, y'all get to help me out with today's reading. Put it over in chat for me, please. And I'm going to try to keep a better eye on chat today, so that we can figure out what these cards mean. Oh, I like it so far. 3 minor arcana and 2 major arcana. 3 minor arcana come first and then 2 major arcana. Minor arcana, just looking at the cards before I ever give you a read on the card. Let me do this. Minor arcana are what are we dealing with here in our day-to-day life? What's right in front of us, what's present for us in our day-to-day life. Major arcana are archetypes, overarching themes, things that might affect all areas of our life, something going on big picture-wise that we need to be aware of. So what's this saying, just looking at the spread and how it's laid out, is there are some matters that we need to attend to in our here and present. And by tending to those matters, we affect the overall big picture view of our life. So first card is the Emperor. And that is, I want to say that is who they have represented as, is that Chandler? I think that's supposed to represent Chandler. I'm trying to look at some of the other cards in the deck to see if that's the same picture as Chandler. In any case, King of Pentacles. Chandler, it makes sense. Chandler was the one with the really nice job. He always manifested well. He was the one that everybody thought was more normal than the other ones. So that makes sense that he would be represented as the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles energy, however, King of Pentacles energies. Pentacles is our earth energy, and Pentacles deals with manifestation. It also deals with things that we hold valuable. It also deals with money matters. I feel like somebody's dealing with money matters here, and this is definitely coming up for that aspect as well, but all of the other aspects I just named as well. And this is the King, meaning success, attainment of goals. He is the divine masculine, which means he took action to get where he was. Divine masculine represents action, represents confidence, achievement, all of the things that we would associate with divine masculine, not man, divine masculine energy. There is a difference. We all have divine masculine energy within us. And we need to be able to balance those two and know when to balance those two. And according to guidance from the Spirit and the Tarot, now is the time to lean into our divine masculine energies if we are trying to manifest something. And rest assured that that manifestation is coming your way, because we got the King to start our week off with. So I feel like the King starting our week off is saying that something is coming into our awareness, whether it's the actual manifestation or whether it's the steps to create that manifestation. And we're starting the week off with that. So the rest of the week is going to be, what are you going to do about it? Spirit is like, here it is. I'm giving it to you. What are you going to do about it? Page of Wands is next up. Now, I do know this one. That is Chandler. Not Chandler. That is Ross. Ross in his Halloween costume. And he is the Page of Wands. He has a message to deliver, and it looks like he's standing in his museum. So he's not with the rest of the gang. He's at the museum, or maybe he was at that party that they all went to. I think they all went to a party. In any case, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. The page is the young, youthful person in the court. It's also the person who has a message to deliver. Wands is, again, action energy, fire energy, inspiration, creativity, moving us forward, personal power, fire and action, and a message being delivered. You've got something, either it's already presented itself to you and it is an actual manifestation, or it's right there and it's so close you can taste it. Now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to ask yourself, why isn't it here? Now is the time to prepare yourself for its arrival. So don't ask yourself, why hasn't it shown up yet? Ask yourself, what am I going to do when it shows up? Because that implies faith. That implies trust and belief that it's going to show up. And then this is, what are you going to do about it? It's still, action is still needed. So just because you got the manifestation, in this case, whatever manifestation we are collectively asking for, action is still needed. And this page is going to show up. I almost feel like these are almost simultaneous, like boom, boom. Like there's not a big gap in these. So you get the manifestation, or you get the awareness that the manifestation is there, and immediately you get a message asking you to move into action and telling you exactly what that action is. So if you feel like I've been asking for this big thing and then this big thing is showing up and now it's not showing up the way I thought it was going to show up, but it's still here. Oh my God, what do I do? Just know Spirit's got you. Spirit's got you. That message is right on the heels of whatever it is that you asked for, giving you more guidance and direction with that manifestation. And this might be the message that's more guidance and direction in order to bring that manifestation fully into your awareness. So maybe you're like, I feel it. It's not here. I feel it. Maybe this message that you're going to get this week, Spirit told me that, not me. I usually don't do time frames that specifically, but Spirit said this week, a message advising you either how to bring that manifestation fully into your awareness so you can actually touch it, see it, smell it, taste it, play with that manifestation. Or once you already have the manifestation, a message about what your next step is in order to continue to fully develop that manifestation. Still all dealing with minor arcana, so we're still dealing with what's right here in front of us, what we can do right here and now. And then the third card today is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. Now, at first I thought this is a Rawson, but that's a blonde. So I'm thinking that has to be Phoebe. I don't know. In any case, the 10 of Cups is that happy life card. It's the attainment of all the things that you've been wanting with your emotional heart center. So it's represented as happy life. It doesn't have to be married with the kids and the dog and the rainbow in the sky. It's cups. It's emotional. So when we get the 10 of Cups, that means something is happening that's going to emotionally fulfill you. That's going to check off one of those boxes on your emotional fulfillment list. What have you been asking for? And this might be tied into your manifestation, but this seems more like the after effect of the manifestation. Maybe it is that relationship that makes you feel like your life is complete. Please don't put, oh, that did not sound right even coming out of my mouth. No, your life is complete first, and then you get the relationship. Ooh, let me fix that in the right order there. That didn't even sound right. It made my mouth sound gross. It's like, Valorie, why did you say it that way? That didn't even taste right in my mouth. Your life is right first, and then the relationship shows up. In any case, this is not strictly about relationships just because we're talking about cups, just because we're talking about emotional fulfillment. It can be anything that makes your heart feel full. Maybe it's a deeper connection to spirit. Maybe it's just you and your relationship with yourself, a deeper connection with self-love. It's whatever is filling your heart center up, making that feel complete and full. And here's a little tip. Self-love is always first. Once you figure that out, once you fill that cup, that inner cup first, then all the other cups get filled. All the other cups get filled. So this 10 of Cups is pointing to that sense of fulfillment, that sense of completion. It's not coming to a close though. I'm not sensing like, oh, I've done all this thing and here's my manifestation, here's the thing I'm asking for, and now I can step out of that phase and into the next. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling more like a continuation. I'm feeling more like this completion is more like, this is the analogy that Spirit's given me, and they're putting us in grade school for some reason. And it's the beginning of the year and you just got an A+ on your math assignment. Not a test, not a midterm, just an A+, that kind of completion. You still got the rest of school to go through. You still got middle school, high school, college, if you decide to go to college. You still got a whole bunch of more tests. You still have the big test and the finals. This is just one little, you did good, celebrate it, check mark on the way to the bigger thing, the bigger completion. So I'm not feeling like we're closing out anything with this 10, with this completion, more like a success, an achievement, a step up on the long journey that we are all on. Let's see. Phoebe and Paul Rudd winter wedding. That's what it is. Okay. And that looks like his hair. Yeah, I thought that. I couldn't remember his name. I could see his face, Paul Rudd, but I couldn't remember his name. I'm pretty sure that's Phoebe because I don't think any of the other actors had long blonde hair. So thank you for that. And then next we move into the major arcana. I'm excited about this. The motherfucking sun. And of course it's Phoebe. Of course it's Phoebe. Out of all of the Friends characters, I used to say I want to grow up and be just like Phoebe. I loved her aesthetic. I loved the rings that she wore on her fingers. She always had the crystals and the rings. She sang Smelly Cat. I just loved Phoebe's energy. So of course she would be the motherfucking sun. And she's always the positive one. So of course she's always facing the light and reminding the others to create their own light. The sunflowers are actually looking where she's looking. So whatever she's doing, they're all facing where she's looking. Look at the sun on her necklace. Of course it's Phoebe. The motherfucking sun, the most positive part in the tarot. This is a major arcana. So this means it's a big overarching theme. How can we, this is spirit coming through, how can we all embrace sun energy this week? What does the sun mean to you, and how can you embrace that energy? Instead of looking at your life and taking stock of everything that's not working, how can you look at your life and take stock of all of the things that are working? See how many sunflowers are in there? Did y'all count them? How many sunflowers? Who counted them? None of y'all counted them. Boom, I'm gonna do it again. It doesn't matter. That's how many times I want you to make a list of the things that you're grateful for. There's a reason why I didn't give you a number, because I don't want y'all to stop at whatever number that number of sunflowers is. I want you to just keep going. How many things can you be grateful for this month? That's embracing sun energy. Allow that things are working out for me. Things are always working out for me. I'm not going to look at the things that my mind is telling me is not working out for me, because the universe is telling me things are always working out for me. So I'm going to look at all the things in my life and the things that I'm in agreement with the universe on that are working out with me. I'm going to make a list of those things, because the universe says everything's working out for you. And we in our brain say, how is that flat tire working out for me? How is that overdue bill working out for me? Spirit is like, listen, everything is working out for you. So if you're looking at your life and saying, no, it's not, there are some things in your life where you are in alignment with spirit. Let's not worry about the things. Let's not worry about the flat tire and the overdue bill, because if your brain can't get into alignment on that, don't force your brain to get into alignment on that. Instead, find the things that you and spirit agree on, the things that you are in alignment with spirit on. Focus on those things and watch and see how the other things in your life come into alignment as well. The motherfucking sun. All right. Let's see. I'm just trying to keep an eye on chat. Awesome. And then our last card, our last tarot card. I feel like I should pull some more tarot cards for some reason. The last tarot card I have pulled is another major arcana. And it's the Empress, Monica. The Empress makes sense. The Empress is considered connected to Earth energy, divine feminine, obviously, but connected to Earth energy. In the journey of the Fool, the way I read that journey, he has two sets of parents. He has his spiritual parents for spiritual guidance, and he has his earthly parents for earthly guidance. And she would be the Fool's earthly mother, the Empress. And she is very, very much connected to abundance. Not abundance in the sense of let me look out on the world and create things, but abundance in the sense of I am connected to Earth. In fact, me and Mother Earth are best friends, almost twins. In fact, sometimes when people look at me, they see Mother Earth. And sometimes when people look at depictions of Mother Earth, they see me, the Empress. We're that closely connected. And because we're so closely connected, she's abundant and I'm abundant, period. I just am. I don't manifest abundance. I don't look for abundance. I don't make it happen. I'm just connected to that which is abundance. And I feel that abundance in every fiber of my being. And therefore, I am abundance. Look at how she's sitting. Look at that pose. There's no question in any part of her energy, of her soul, of her body that questions the abundance. It just is. The sun and the epitome of earthly abundance embodied in our reading. Y'all, it's going to be a good week. Fuck how it started this morning. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. How can you embrace and embody these two energies more fully? It feels good just holding these cards. All right. let's see. I do see messages over there. Oh, somebody said they love the card. Yes. I'm going to pull one more card. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like I need to pull one more card. I'm glad I went to this deck now. Ah, another major arcana. Phoebe again. The Chariot. The Chariot. And I love this. Back when Phoebe was driving taxi, she was probably, oh my God, I would have loved to be in the backseat of Phoebe's taxi. We probably would have never got to our destination, but we would have had a hell of a good time. The Chariot. The Chariot is usually about moving ahead on your path, action, forward movement. What you see here, very much like the standard Rider-Waite depiction, where the Chariot is actually at rest with the two Sphinx seated on the ground, not in movement. And here, Phoebe's Chariot is also at rest. It's all shined up. It's all ready to go. It's nice and clean. The headlights both work. All four tires are inflated. That looks like a really nice Chariot. However, it's not moving. She's standing in front of it because she is, again, in that very assured stance. There's no question that she's about to move forward. The Chariot is also a chance for you to celebrate. The Chariot, as it appears in many depictions of Tarot, is when the Fool has completed the first stage of his journey and he's coming to this point of celebration. The Chariot is actually a depiction of, if you look closely at the original Rider-Waite Smith, it shows a chariot, but it's very adorned. It's got the cloth, it's got the metals. Back then, metals were more precious. It's got gems encrusted in it. It's got this charioteer who is dressed in full regalia. He's getting ready to celebrate something, a parade, something. And here we see her taxi is all cleaned up. It's all spick and span. It's got a little shine there on the hood behind her. So she too is ready to celebrate something. What are you ready to celebrate in your life that's going to move you forward? So it's a celebration. It's an acknowledgement. It's I did well on this phase of my journey, but it's also a fucking chariot. So it means you still got to move forward. At some point, you still got to get in the car. The Chariot is showing you forward movement. It's showing you Spirit acknowledging how far you've come and what you've accomplished. Spirit celebrating you, asking you to join in that celebration. They just keep pulling my attention back to the car as a vehicle for moving forward on your path. Somebody's been asking for something to move forward on their path. Could have been all of us, honestly. And seeing how we are and where the world is, it could have been all of us asking for something. And it's just the feeling that I'm getting from this card is, as I lead meditations and I talk about spiritual path, I often visualize it as walking down a spiritual path. And many people talk about walking your path. And this I see like she's been walking her path. She's been doing the work. And now she's like, okay, I think I would like to move a little bit faster with a little bit more comfort. Air conditioning, leather seats would be great. Power steering, all of the in-dash navigation. I think that's how I want to go for this next leg of my journey. So she's not stopping any of the work that she's doing, but now she's really teaming up with Spirit. Now she's asking Spirit, give me a vehicle that will make my path ahead much smoother, so that it's not just me and this path anymore, so that it's me and you navigating this path together. That's the message I'm getting from this card for today. How can you invite Spirit in to make your ride smoother, more enjoyable? And the deck I'm using is called Friends Tarot Cards. I do believe I got this I'm pretty sure I got this on Amazon. I'm thinking if I got it from a private website or Amazon. I'm pretty sure this was an Amazon purchase. So you can find it on Amazon. I don't think it has a guidebook. I haven't been able to find one. And I just got it kind of as a novelty thing because I really love Friends. So that is the Tarot deck. And those are the messages from the Tarot. And next we're going to move on. Now I want to watch Friends again. I know, right? Me too. Um, Now I want to move on to Oracle cards. Let's see, what Oracle cards? Since our spread started off with the King of Pentacles, and I strongly felt that divine masculine, and then we ended with the Empress, which I again strongly felt divine feminine. That's interesting also. It was the King of Pentacles, which is earth energy, and ended with the Empress, which is earth energy. So we're very much talking about what are we manifesting and what are we doing here in the here and now on this earthly plane. Of course, spirituality is always there, which is probably why they had me pull that 6th card, the Chariot, and I got the message about incorporating spirituality, but very much dealing with physical manifestations this week with those 2 beginning and ending cards. And so the 2 decks I'm going to are what I call my companion, divine masculine and divine feminine decks. Gods and Titans is my divine masculine when I need guidance on bringing that into balance. Goddesses and Sirens is my divine feminine when I need guidance on bringing that into balance. And we're going to pull from both of them today. So based on the order of the tarot that Spirit gave us, we're going to go to divine masculine first and divine feminine, which does sound like a little bit of a reversal, because if you know about these energies, the divine feminine is the left receiving. We receive through our divine feminine. And then the divine masculine is the action where we push the energy out into the world. So it does seem a little reversed, but we're going to go with Spirit's guidance. We're going to go divine masculine first and then divine feminine. And we're just going to see what comes up for us. So divine masculine, Anubis, protection. Anubis, protection. Let me find that. I like this deck because it also helps familiarize yourself with new gods, goddesses, titans, and sirens, because it gives you a brief synopsis of who this god is, and then it gets into the message. So I'm not going to read the entire thing. It's about 2 pages, 3 pages long. But I will try to give you an overview. Anubis, and here's what it says in italicized text. Grief and suffering are a natural part of life. Know that you are loved and protected at this time and at all times. Let's see. I'm speed reading so I can give y'all a good idea of who Anubis is. To our eyes, Anubis might look fearsome, but this is not the truth. Yes, jackals do move among graveyards in real life, but this jackal god takes great care of the tender new souls who have passed into the next world, the afterlife. So he is the guide for those. And then here's the message. Call upon Anubis when you or others are affected by death or simply need protection. Allow Anubis to relieve your grief and suffering. If a friend is or you are changing, if a shift in relationship is worrying or hurting you, or if you simply feel like you are drifting away from someone you care about, call upon Anubis to assist with this transition. Know that Anubis is carefully protecting and watching over you and your friend as your souls make this new journey. So it didn't say Anubis is going to help you fix things, going to help you repair whatever's going on with you and your ex, or you and your best friend, or you and whoever. It said call on Anubis for protection as you navigate this transition. And of course, calling your guides and ask your guides, is this transition pointed in the right way? Is this the best for all parties involved? But then this Anubis is helping you. So Anubis is associated with death and those in the afterlife, but it can be a metaphorical death, death of anything, the closing of a chapter, the letting go of, I don't know, maybe you just sold your house. A lot of people don't realize that the things that we often celebrate also have a little bit of grief that maybe we don't address or acknowledge. So maybe you just sold your house and everybody's celebrating, and that little bit of grief is like, oh, but I lived in that house for 10 years and now that part of my life is gone and over. Well, Anubis helps with all kinds of transitions, not just the big ones when someone is dying or transitioning, but all kinds of transitions when we are learning to let go of whatever's not serving us anymore. So call on him for that protection. And that makes sense why I went to Divine Masculine first, because it appears that the messages from Spirit are there are things that are going to be either removed from or you or let go of from your life. And so I'm sending you this energy, this message of Anubis so that you have guidance and support as you navigate that transition. Now let's go to goddesses and sirenses. So we're letting go of something. Let's see if this is about receiving something else. Nope, it looks like it's more about helping us. Let me turn it around so I can read it. Andromoch? Strength. She is fierce. I love this deck. All of the women are depicted as badasses. Andromoch. Interesting that they both start with A's. Lucas, and I wonder if it's going to tell me how to pronounce her name. Okay, so the italicized version, the meaning synopsis of this card, I guess. Healthy fierceness is required. Strengthen your physical body, walk forward in pride, and know that you can fight any battle. You need to strike a balance between masculine and feminine. Oh, I love that. I love that we got a message that says you need to strike a balance between masculine and feminine. After Spirit gave me the message you need to pull from both of these decks. So that's why we're getting both of these messages. It does not tell me how to pronounce her name, so I'm going to go with what I figured out. Andromoch was a ferocious queen of the all-female warrior tribe, the Amazons. Her name means fighter of men, and she was said to have fought Hercules himself. Damn, she really is a badass. And sounds like she lived to tell the tale. All right, I'm not going to read her whole story, but she has quite the story. Hers is 4 pages long, so you might want to Andromache. Okay. Thanks for the pronunciation. Andromache. I'm holding it up so y'all might want to Google her name if you want to get her full story, so you can get the spelling. Here's her message. Let me see, where do I want to start? The Amazons have been a symbol of women's power for millennia and became popular again as feminism grew. In most parts of ancient Greece, where women were considered inferior to men in almost every way, the Amazons were figures of fear and in some ways of wonder. While it is more acceptable today for women to be physically strong, many women still doubt their physical prowess. The idea that one has to be smaller, weaker, and quieter to be desired by men still remains. The idea that a woman should have a man to take care of her is one that calls for women to rely upon their partners in ways they don't need to, when equality would be far healthier for both partners. It's important that we fully embrace our feminine power and not rely on others for our strength. Healthy fierceness is a positive trait in situations that require it. And Andromache and her sisters show us that setting boundaries is necessary for our success. So that's the message. It just says call on her strength when you need physical or mental strength in any situation. You might wish to call upon the energy of the Amazon. Beautiful message, beautiful message. So we've got protection and strength. Protection and strength coming to us. Protection meaning that's going to guide us through this transition, and strength saying you have the inner strength necessary to weather this transition. Don't keep looking to external sources. Look within. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I also know that those are some pretty big messages, which means some of y'all are dealing with some pretty big transitions. I hope they are exciting and not fearful. And I hope if they are fearful at this time, at this point in your journey, that you are able to recognize that fear and excitement are on the same vibrational level, just on different ends of that vibration. So you can easily shift, and maybe not easily, you can choose to shift from fear into excitement at any time. And you don't have to go from all the way fear to all the way excitement. 51%, y'all, 51% has been my saving grace. You just have to be the majority. So if you can get it, move that needle to 51% and you're the majority excitement, maybe you're not 100% excited, but you're not majority fear either anymore either, then you're going to start manifesting more in line with your excitement than in line with your fear. If you have something big that you are trying to pull into manifestation and you're scared about it, I can already tell you how that manifestation is going to turn out undesirable. So you need to just try to move that needle over to the 51% so that you can manifest from excitement and not fear. Let's see what else. What other Andromache? Google pronounces it Andromache. Interesting. Now I want to look her up and see what her full story is, especially when it says something about her sister. All right, what else do we need? Spirits, what other messages do we need coming through today? What do we need to know about our path forward and all of everything? You are loved. That's what Spirit's whispering in my ear. You are loved. You are loved. Who needed to hear that today? Because somebody's out there feeling not loved, neglected, overlooked. Maybe not specifically not loved, but I do sense it's almost like I can hear somebody saying, why not me? Why didn't they pick me? And maybe it's you didn't get picked for dodgeball. I don't know. Maybe it's you got passed over for the promotion. Maybe it's a relationship. I still feel the questioning of why not me? Why didn't I get picked? And Spirit is stepping in. Oh my God, the feeling is so big. I hope I can convey this properly. But I feel like Spirit, it feels like Spirit, but it's representing to itself in an angelic form for me. And I feel this huge angel just wrapping its wings around all of us, just like right here, but wrapping its wings and hugging us all and saying, you are so loved. You are so loved in this moment. You are chosen time and time again by Spirit. The Spirit's like, there's no one on the planet that I did not specifically and uniquely choose to be on this planet at this time. And just because there are those that walk among you that are not in tune with me or in tune with others, who can walk right past you and not see you, that speaks to their misalignment, not to yours. You are completely loved. That was powerful for me. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Go on, go have a smoke. All right. This next deck is Divine Circus Oracle cards, Alana Fairchild. White Duchess, card number 15. I like it because it looks like a witch's hat. White Duchess, card number 15. Let's see. Again, I will not read all of the text, and that's just 2 pages. There's a whole nother page. Oh, no, it is just 2 pages. The next one was somebody else. But I will read this italicized version up here, and then we'll see what other messages come through. Don't look to what has been to find your destiny. Your future is bright and blessed. Oh, I love that. That's like the motherfucking sun coming through again with another message. If the pain of the past feels a little too close for comfort, White Duchess steps in to help you leave behind the emotional storms of your past, and move into her protection. That feels like Anubis energy as well. Again, you're letting go of something, and all of these energies are coming and wrapping their wings around you to help you transition, to help you fight the urge to turn back and go back to what is comfortable, because that's not what you've been asking for. That's where you've been. That's not where you're going. I know that sounds cliche, but man, that message is coming through so strong for me right now. These wings of protection, this guidance, these messages are because you've been preparing to take this step for a very long time. This is the week to take the step, knowing that you are protected, knowing that you are surrounded by love, and that you're being guided. White Duchess steps in to help you leave behind the emotional storms of your past and move into her protection. A time of transition is upon you, and soon your feet shall settle upon sacred ground, and calm shall prevail inside and out. Y'all, I swear I move away from the text and I just say the messages, and then I go back to the text, and the text is like saying exactly what I just said. I should just read the text straight through. Let's see. You know what? I am going to read okay, so this is the full text of the message. And then over here are like some other things. Over here is like a healing trick and an affirmation. I am going to read the full text because I just feel like it's really important. Are you one of the many suffering in a dark and stormy inner world of post-traumatic stress? Do you believe that because there have been struggles in your past, and perhaps at times even great pain, that this is how your future shall be too? Or perhaps you have been striving towards a dream, and it seems so long since you began that you are losing hope of ever breaking through into successful fulfillment and a new life. The White Duchess comes to you with her clear guidance. Don't look back. Let the past be put to rest. Whatever has haunted your dreams, whatever has caused turmoil, is over. It is not needed anymore. There is a future destiny calling to you now. It is time to transition through. It is time to transition through into a new world, into your new life. The White Duchess appears when you are in the midst of a significant life transition. You may be aware of this, or it may come as a surprise to you, but her appearance indicates that it is time to let go of the past, even if that means going through a phase of not really knowing who you are or where you are headed. She will guide you through the transition towards a future completely free from past influences, unfettered by issues that trapped you in times gone by. She wipes clean all past contaminants and helps you start afresh. A new life, a new person, a new chance at the life of your dreams. Trust her and believe in the positive power of your future. I love this. I'm going to keep going, y'all. I just feel like this message is so powerful. I don't know who needs to hear this, but somebody definitely needs to hear this. All of us need to hear this. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to read the healing trick and the affirmation. The healing trick. And maybe y'all want to go back and watch this on YouTube on the replay so that you catch all of it. To help you take the wisdom offered and to put it to best use in your life now, do this healing trick to clear obstacles to putting this guidance into place. So not only are we already transitioning, but this healing trick is going to help you move any obstacles that might be in the way of this transition. Say this aloud 3 times. So this is like spell work. Duchess White, Duchess of Light, help me turn away from the night. The past is over. I choose to be free. So begins a new chapter of destiny. Now go and find a door you can close. If you cannot find one, visualize, imagine, feel, or pretend that you are standing on one side of the door. Stand at that door, real or imaginary, and say, from this moment only, this door separates my past from my future. Through my own free will, I choose to leave the past behind, grateful for all I have learned, forgiving and letting go of all that has been. I no longer need to hold on. I am free. Step through the door and close it firmly behind you. Say aloud, free from my past, I turn to the light of my fresh start. Now, so be it. You have finished the healing trick. I really like that one. I really like that one. Especially, I turn to the light of my fresh start. That reminds me of that sun card. We're focusing forward, we're focusing on the light. And then the affirmation. Say the following affirmation aloud to boost the power of this message and to integrate it into your body, mind, and soul. You can say it morning and or evening for a few days or even a few months, or just at the end of your healing trip. With courage and compassion, I leave the past behind. I have learned well, and I now find that a new adventure is ready for me, the next step in my divine destiny. I trust the universe to lovingly guide me into my future, bright, pure, and true. I'm being given a new chance at life. And so I say, woohoo! Exclamation point. Y'all, woohoo used to be my battle cry. I used to, anytime I got excited, it was woohoo. I love that. I love that it ended with that. One more time, just if you want to absorb some of her energy, she is here to help you. She's here to walk into the light without looking back. That's a good one. Damn, y'all, we are moving on to bigger and brighter things. I can feel the energy. Let this energy swirl around you, clear off the debris from your path. I'm visualizing it just like swirling around you, but you're like in the middle, and all of this energy is just clearing out things. It's like a whirlwind. It's like Pigpen, you know, when Pigpen from the Snoopy comics, but not dirt. You don't have dirt. It's just all light and glitter and the orbs and beings all just swirling around you. And as you walk forward, all of that swirling energy is like clearing all the brush and all of the dirt and the debris right off your path, so that each foot is into this clean, empty, new, fresh space. Just clearing all this away as you walk forward. But guess what? What's the key word? As you walk forward. It can't do anything but just swirl around you. But when you take those steps forward, then it's actually doing its magic. It's clearing things out of your way. It's making your path clear. It's letting you see where you're going. I love this so much. And it's supporting you. It's supporting you so that you don't feel like you're walking alone. So that if you stumble, that energy is catching you and putting you right back upright, helping you catch your footing, helping you get sure footing, moving ahead. Whether or not you can see where you're going, spirit can see where you're going. I feel like we are so supported. Y'all, if y'all came into this Monday and you were like, you know, I just wanted a reading, I ain't got nothing really going on in my life. If you feel like that, that's cool. But now would be the great time to, whatever you have on the back burner, pull it up, do it now, because the energies are supporting you. The energies are supporting you. The energies are supporting you. So go with that. I'm going to close with one. I think I have time for one more card. What deck should we go to? I feel like that was just a really good message. Maybe I should end on a high note like Jordan did. Let's see. Let's go to the unicorns. Let's go to the unicorns. My buddies, the unicorns. Oracle of the unicorns. That Duchess card is from Divine Circus. Divine Circus Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. I love Alana Fairchild. Almost all of Alana Fairchild's decks that I have so far have the explanation, the actual meaning, and it's really in depth as far as what do we need to know about this Oracle card. And then it gives you a healing trick and an affirmation. At the very least, they all have like some kind of healing trick, something you can do to really integrate the energies and the messages of the cards that you pull. So that's why I really like her decks. All right, let's wrap it up with what the unicorns have to say. Sanctuary. Look at our beautiful unicorn. Sanctuary. In the small print, it says, take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on retreat. I'm gonna follow that up with a Bashar quote. Do what is in your highest excitement to the furthest extent possible. If you are not in a position to go on an actual retreat, do it to the furthest extent possible. Can you find 10 days out of your 10 minutes out of your day where you just tell everybody in the world, I'm going on retreat for the next 10 minutes. Don't disturb me. And you just create your own virtual retreat. Maybe you put some music on. Maybe you have some props or something that can make you feel like you are not where you are. Whatever it is, you do what is asked of you to the furthest extent possible that you can do it in your present moment, and you will be well taken care of. Sanctuary. Your soul is craving time away from the noise and distraction of this busy world so you can hear your inner guidance and feel at peace. This wise unicorn is telling you it is time to withdraw. This could mean spending more time in meditation each morning to set positive energies for your day. It may mean going on a silent retreat or finding a quiet place in nature for a day or a weekend or a few hours if that's all you can afford. It could be that you need to spend less time socializing and more time listening to the whispers of your heart. You may have just ended a relationship, and rather than rushing out to find a new partner, you are being invited to be single for a while. Your conscious mind wants you to do things and be with people so it can stay busy and feel safe. It will try to convince you that you are missing out or that you won't get things done. However, there is magic in silence and solitude. It gives you space to slow down, reconnect, breathe deeply, and get grounded. Sanctuary helps you gain clarity on what your next steps are, beyond everyone else's opinions of what you should be doing. It can connect you with divine guidance and help you receive inspired ideas that will help you move forward. Take time out to create this sanctuary around you and enjoy a period of peace and quiet. Beautiful message to end on. I'm so glad I went to that last card. Today had quite a few not surface level messages for you all. So I hope you do take those messages and sit with your guide, sit with that inner guidance, sit with your heart space, work with whatever you feel called to work with as you work with that privately with yourself and get clarity on what do these messages mean to me? How can I integrate them, incorporate them, and actually use these messages, not just as something I tuck away in the wisdom boxes of my brain, but use these messages to actually take action, manifest the life I want, and move forward in real life situations. So that's the messages for today. Thank you all so much for being here. Jacqueline has been putting links over there. So again, if any of these messages really call to you and you'd like to hear them again, please go to my YouTube channel and like and subscribe. Please go there anyway and like and subscribe, even if you don't watch today's video over again. Jacqueline has put the link over there a couple of times. You can always donate if you are enjoying these readings and you would like to donate to keep the digital doors open. There's a Ko-fi.com link over there. And the membership, y'all, it is still at $22 a month, which is ridiculously low considering how I keep restructuring it and keep pouring into it. The price will go up soon. It probably won't go up for a while, for a few months, but the price will go up soon. For $22 a month, you get me once a week in a small Crows group. You also get a group reading from me, which is an individualized for $22 a month. Y'all, I'm giving y'all shit for free. You get a free individual reading, which means I'm going to read for you, even though it's in a group. I'm going to read for you whatever question you have. Once a month, we do that, and a ton of other great stuff. You get it. The energy clearing. Y'all know the interstellar energy clearings that I do twice a month. You get those for free. You got a lot of other events for free, and for only $22 a month. Every time I say that, I'm like, why are you only charging $22 a month, Valorie? Y'all, it's not going to stay that price for long. So please get in. Please get in. It's a great community. It's growing. We keep getting new members, and I'm so excited about that community where I get to interact with you more in a more intimate situation, and I really get to pour into you, which I love so much. So that's all I have to say. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I hope you manifest something great and magical in your lives. Thanks, everyone. See you back next week.